Hello everyone, this is Steve Gross and this is Steve G Fishing. Welcome to another video. Today I'm using a medium heavy fishing rod and I'm using a Calcutta fishing reel, one of my favorites. And today we are fishing for largemouth bass. So let's get this video going. We got a nice morning. Feels like it's about 70 degrees. The weather's really nice. Sun hasn't got up and hasn't felt the heat yet. The bass haven't started to jump yet, so I guess they're still working their way around. I'm wading in the lake fishing. Oh my goodness, I just had a bass moving the lily pads. It scared the shit out of me. Oh. Have to keep my eyes open. That bass was in the lily pads. I'm wading in the water in the lily pads. And I'll tell you something, that scared me. He was right there. I got a lot of grass in this lake, so I got to really pay attention. Yeah, I had a bass blowing up, right? Well, it didn't blow up. It was moving in the pads. Let me see if I can work this bait in the pads a little bit. That was early in the morning. There's spiders and bugs and everything. Oh, there we go. We got something. Oh, let me see if he's going to go with it. He's still nibbling on it. There he goes. He's got it. He's trying to get an idea what he wants to do with it. There I go. I got him. Oh, I had him. Let me get back out there. Hold on. I had one on there and it came off. I'm going to get back out there and hit it again. Whenever you're bass fishing, you don't want to let them play with that bait too much. But sometimes they end up hitting that bait so hard that they run the line out faster than you can keep up. So you have to get enough line out to where you can set the hook. I'm going to try that again. I'll bring it in. See right there where I'm coming across. I got it right here, man. You see where I'm standing. All kinds of stuff moving around in this vegetation. All right, let me get back over there to that other spot. These bass ought to be starting to move the bait fish in a little bit here. The daylight's starting to get high enough to where they can see. Whenever you're fishing your bait and you've cast, take your line and pull some of your line out, and then just let that bait go all the way down until it gets to the bottom, and then just kind of give it some small jerks. I don't want to jerk it too much. Today I'm using a fluke. I had some hits earlier and something had bit my line and broke it in half. I think it might have been a bad spot in the line. Whenever you're going fishing, make sure you check your line. Run your fingers down your line to see if you have any brails in there. You end up losing a good fish, you're going to regret it and you're going to feel bad because you didn't check your line periodically whenever you're worm fishing and throwing baits. I moved to a different spot. I had something over there that bit the line in half. Might be one of those, you got these freshwater fish that got teeth. I can't think what the name of them are. But they'll jump in right into your bait and tear your everything up. The kind of vegetation that I'm fishing in today is I'm gonna have these pads that you see right here. These are dollar pads, and then you get the bigger ones, the big round ones. Those are just the regular, I call them lily pads. But if you can take your bait and run it across those dollar pads, sometimes you can get a pretty good explosion coming out of there. These fish like to hang under shallow, and what they're doing is they see these bugs that are crawling across the lily pads, whether spiders or any kind of insect, and they will be right under those pads waiting for an ambush or waiting for a bait fish to come right across the top of that lily pad. These bass are pretty smart. It's like deer hunting a little bit. They're waiting for an ambush. They're sitting in that area for a dinner or a breakfast. And I'll tell you something. Sometimes when you're hungry, you'll do whatever you can to get a good meal. The fish do the exact same way. They look for every sneaky plan they can do to get that dinner. They'll hang right under those pads or out here in the hydrilla, and they try to plan an ambush spot. I think I got one here. Oh, I got him that time. Oh, I got him that time. I got to get him out of this hydro. I had one that blew right up. Blew up right up in the pads. See if I can get him out of there. He's all tangled up in this grass. Whenever you're reeling in, keep that rod up high. You got to break that hydrilla. And don't leave any slack on that line. You leave slack on that line, that bass will take you right into the lily pads and hang you up big time. Give me a little time. I see him right here. I got to get him out of this grass. He's all tangled up in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I got him. See right here? Got all tangled up in those pads. You got to really pay attention. I mean, he just got in there, got him right there in the side of his mouth. Came up there and blew up on it. I got him right on the side of, you can see I got him right there on the side of that mouth. I might have to pull the pliers out for this one. I mean, he just jumped right out. Oh. All right, I got the hook out. Oh, bad little fish there. Put him right here in the water, release him. And there he goes, he's gone. Let me rig up and I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm all set. Today we're using a 3/0 hook and we're fishing a fluke, and I'm using an Eagle Claw laser hook. It's supposed to be really sharp. Let's get out there, see if we can get another one. I got something big moving around out there. It's leaving like a tidal wave. I don't know what it is, but I sure would like to get my hook into him. That bass there, when he jumped and slammed it right on the pads. I think he knocked his whole body out of the water trying to get to it. All right, I got another one. I don't know how big he is, but he feels good. Oh, that's not a bad fish right there. Look at that one, huh? That's nice. That's about a 3. That might go 3.5 pounds. Look at that. Really nice fish. Got a nice, gotta be careful, that mouth is really prickly. Got a nice little mouth there. Can't complain about that fish. Boy, he just came right up. Look at that. Nice little fish like that. Let's put him back here in the water. Like I said, I'm out here wading in the water. There he goes. And there he goes. He's gone. I'm out here wading in the water. If you get out here during the summer and September months, get out there and wade in the water. I tell you, the water feels really nice. But you'll see a lot of fish in there. You don't always have to fish out of the boat. A lot of times you can catch these big fish just being in the water. All right, I'm rigged up. Let's get out there and try it again. Now, like I said, when you cast out, run your line out until you get it to where it hits the bottom. Let it sink. And then once you get it to sink, and then just give your pole a couple of little jerky taps. Doesn't have to be a hard jerk, just kind of like you're just trying to add some movement to the bait. Sometimes you'll get something to hit it, sometimes you don't. But when you do, you better hang on to your pole. Well, guys, fishing seems to be a little bit harder today than it usually is. But let me show you what I was using. I was using the Meadow Flake Fluke. I'll bring it up to you. I wanted to mimic something as close as I could to a shiner. The Fluke can really save your butt sometimes. It works just as good as the plastic worm and the topwater. The Fluke works really good working through the hydrilla. It's a good lifesaver bait. 3 factors that I did learn today is 1, whenever you're fishing, fish early in the morning. The best strikes are going to happen early in the morning, and then once that sun gets up, it starts getting hot, the strikes start to slow down. The second one is you want to follow the bait fish. You see the bait fish moving through the vegetation, stay where the bait fish are, and you will find the bass. The other thing you want to do is you want to watch the vegetation. You see the vegetation moving, throw over there where the vegetation is. A lot of times you'll get a bass. So remember, stay with the vegetation, watch it, follow the bait fish, and hit it early in the morning. I think if you do those 3 things, you'll clean house on the fishing and you'll fill your boat. I'm Steve Gross. This is Steve G Fishing. If you ever get a chance, take a kid fishing. They are our future. Thank you for joining me today, and God bless.